We got another game, last game of the regular season this week, and playing a very good football team. Team that has done a great job building the program. Coaching staff's done a great job of recruiting really good players that play extremely hard, physical. Got some real good skill guys on offense. It ought to be a really good football game.
Coach, what do you see as the main difference in this UNLV squad? It looks like they have a lot of guys that they had on that team last year. What has kind of accounted for their progress this year?
Well, you have to give credit to to their coaching staff. They went in there a couple years back and decided to build a program from the bottom up, and they've done a great job of recruiting. Kept the course, worked those kids really hard, and now they're benefiting from the skill that they recruited way back when they were young. And they've gotten a lot better as they've progressed and grown. They've gotten a lot better, and those kids are performing at a high level.
So you think it was just a matter of time for them?
I think it was all timing. They had a plan going in, and they stuck with the plan, and now they're starting to benefit from their plan.
How about at quarterback? Last year they had that Sherry kid,
Yeah, he's the backup.
and then this year they have Herring. What do you see out of
Well, Herring was the starter the year before that.
So they've sort of
Herring was a really highly recruited guy out of high school. Was a spread guy in high school, and now they're in the spread more so than they were last year. And he's been always a really, really good athlete. This year he's throwing the ball really well. Very accurate with the football, can throw the deep ball, gets out of trouble and finds open receivers. He's playing at a high level. You can't win games without your quarterback playing well.
Does this game have any chance of not coming down to the last 2 minutes?
Well, I hope it's a close game. I mean, maybe they'll jump out 3 or 4 touchdowns on us. I don't know. I hope it's a close game.
I mean, this kind of stretch, every single week, I'm sure you've had coach teams where, you've been in close games throughout the season, but this many has to be a little bit unique.
I think I don't know. I can't remember. I think I've been around a season like this before.
Yeah.
Probably the best part of this season. I think I've been around several seasons like this. But to be able to win most of them, now that's different. So I wouldn't expect anything different this week. We think we're an okay football team. They're a quality football team. They want to win. We want to win. Both teams are bowl eligible already, so you don't have that added incentive. Neither one of us can really win the conference championship. So it's just two teams that have had really good years that want to finish the regular season off on the right note. It makes for a really good game.
Do you imagine that when you're looking back on this year, 5-10 years from now, that this team's going to hold a special place in your heart, knowing all these, all these last-minute victories? I'm sure that's the kind of thing that can bring a team closer, and
Well, what I'm going to remember about this year is the senior class. I mean, the majority of these guys came into this program 5 years ago and were recruited off a program that hadn't won many games over the several years. And they came in with the faith and the work ethic that gave them a chance to be successful, and they've had some success leading up to this year. And then to start as poorly as we started, and them hanging in there and continuing on like they did, and now they're reaping the benefits of the hard work they've done for 5 years. That's special, and it's kind of nice to be around them, and it's nice to see people get their just due also. Those kids have worked extremely hard since they got here as freshmen. That's why this game is a special game, because guess what? The seniors at UNLV have done the exact same thing.
Have you ever been around a team that is like this team, and how few field goals you've ever attempted? Is this like an all-time low for you guys?
Yeah, I've been, in my head coaching career, I've been really lucky to be around extremely good kickers. I think at my former school, I think we had 2 or 3 All-Americans. You know what it does, though? It makes me get closer to what I really want to do, but the football manual tells you not to. I'm serious. I want to play a game like the high school coach does in Arkansas. That's what I want to do. And maybe I'll do it next year.
Not next
I mean, he
game?
never kicks. He never punts. He never kicks extra points. He never kicks field goals. He kicks off, but every kickoff is an onside kick. Every single one of them is an onside kick. He doesn't put a guy back on punt returns. He lets him punt the ball, and he doesn't have a guy return punts. And he does return kickoffs. I'd love to play a game like that.
Do you think that's
And we're pretty close to doing that.
do you think that's possible in modern day college football, Coach?
I think it is very possible. It just someone's got to be crazy enough to really try it.
You think you're crazy enough?
I'm getting, as I get older and not worry about job security as much, I'm getting closer and closer, yes.
Does having Wes on kickoffs change the way you guys do anything in terms of your coverage or anything like that?
No, exactly. We'll do exactly the same thing with him.
Can he execute, like if you needed it, the onside kick the way Seamus did?
I don't know. They both practice it all the time, and in practice it's hot and cold. The one that Seamus kicked in the game was as good a kick. I mean, that was better than any one that he ever did in practice. So you would hope that if he called on Wes, he might be able to perform the same deal.
And with the left guard situation, is that going to be Gordon who starts?
Yeah. Dilly won't play this week.
Oh, what are your Thanksgiving plans for the team? Are you guys doing anything? Like a dinner or anything like that?
No. We're going to practice tomorrow, and the non-travel squad guys get to go home and don't have to be back until Monday for classes. The travel squad guys, the majority of our team is in 2.5 hours of home. So we'll practice real early on Thursday and let them get home for Thanksgiving dinner with their families. And then they'll be back here about 11 o'clock Friday morning, since it's not a very long plane flight to get to Vegas. So it all works out, and most of them would rather be home because they get to eat with each other all the time. Now we have 2 or 3, including a couple, 3 coaches that their families won't be here, so we're going to go someplace and find a place to eat.
Oh, with the kids?
Yeah, whoever is on the same boat as Coach Horton and I.
Your wife not cooking, Coach?
She's going to be in Vegas already. So is Coach Horton's. So him and I will find a hamburger stand or something.